the people was on TV, there was 100, 102, and 103.
I don't care. They ain't me.
They ain't you. But it could be you.
I know it could be.
I'm going to call the governor and tell him to put you on.
Why don't you go and see how it goes for you, and then I'll come in and work.
You
I know they're hard.
You go talk?
Okay. Say something. I said something.
What you gonna say?
Hello.
That's
That's what you gonna say, Granny? Hello?
The other one, if that
Sing your song.
come where you are.
Oh yeah, sing your song. What was that song you were singing earlier about?
No,
Lord?
ma'am, I don't
What
have
about?
I want you to rule.
Oh Lord, I want you to rule.
But if it doesn't
Oh.
work out, I'll come out there.
Oh, Lord, I want you to rule. Oh, Lord, I want you to rule. It's the lily of the valley, bright as the morning star. Oh, Lord, I want you to rule. Everywhere I go, I want you to rule. Everywhere I go, I want you to rule. Lord, lily of the valley, bright as the morning star. Oh, Lord, I want you.
How you doing, Miss Williams?
Fine, fine.
And happy birthday.
Yes, sir, enjoy.
That's a word. I
Yeah.
want to get to that age first. Talking about enjoy. I want to get there. Shoot.
Okay.
I want to reach that. How you doing?
You might,
How you doing? Yeah, I want to get up there.
well, you might keep on trying.
No, keep ask God to let this world stay a little bit longer. Cause this world has to go to.
You try to make it.
No,
She
it's-
said try to make it.
Yeah,
Try to
but-
make it.
yeah, but the world ain't gonna make it.
Well,
People around here nowadays are so stupid.
yeah, they is.
They don't forgot.
That's right. You're right. They stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Not
stupid.
Everybody's stupid.
Well,
Granny said
well,
everybody's
I use words when they supposed to. Don't
Yeah,
cuss.
it's all right. We
period.
was just, she was just singing a song. We had her singing a song.
Oh, okay. I just.
No, you can have
No, 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 no,
a
no,
seat.
no, 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 no,
You
no,
want to
not
sit
at
up
all.
there? You can sit
No,
up there.
because I'm still doing. Hey, my car just got the shop. I'm trying to get the dirt off of it.
Oh, that's you out there washing your car, yeah.
I've been gone for 3 months. My car been in the shop 3 months.
Oh, wow.
I come home, been in 2 weeks, and my car still just
Just
getting it today.
Oh, wow.
I'm tired of walking. Hey,
All right. Make
hey,
it
I'm
get your
walking
car.
up on my job.
I know that's
How your
right.
mother doing?
She's last I know she was on the phone with one of her daughters. I don't know which one. She had one of them on the phone. But y'all get a chance, y'all
Holler at you
before y'all
this
leave. Cause
Okay.
you're supposed to give me them numbers before y'all leave.
Okay, that's right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I'm
Do
sitting
the best you
outside.
can.
Granny said do the best you can. I didn't hear.
He doesn't go.
I know that ain't
He doesn't go, but I want him to do the best he can.
Okay.
He's somebody.
What he said?
That's
He
right.
said
He's somebody.
Oh, he's
He
somebody.
said he knows you got to do the best
He said
you
he's
can.
somebody.
Yeah, you got to do the best you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Do the best you can.
That's right.
Make a
I
way out.
don't know him. I don't really socialize with people
Yeah, I
over
know.
here. I
Yeah.
got camp folks right next,
You
couple
stay about-
houses over, but I don't
You stay
socialize
about
with them.
two doors down.
Yeah, yeah. When I used to live here, we used to be, yeah, used to know
I
him
know
back
them
then.
before. I know Keith. I know different people in the neighborhood. We just speak. That's all.
Well, he came over to my house one time and got me there. Granny was trying to get out the door,
Uh-huh.
and he knew me, so he come over there and get me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Came to your house?
Yeah, and I come over here.
Where you stay at?
About 2 blocks from here.
Really?
Really?
1816 Northeast 26.
1816. Okay. And Granny was trying to get out the house?
Uh-huh.
Where was she?
Oh, he said she's trying to get, said she's sitting on the porch or something. He said, how you know she's trying to get out the door?
That's to
She
get
had
that
the door
Keith
open,
and got
hollering
me.
out.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it was. She had the door had cracked. You know,
She was actually
and she's
out on the
hollering,
porch.
come out and come here.
This
Really?
is before
And so he
she
went and
was
got you.
at
That
her
been a while back.
stage. That's why I
That been
remember
way
her.
while back.
Oh, she was on the step outside at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was Keith that got me.
When was that?
Keith,
He said that she was outside, right across there.
Oh.
He came and got me. He said, he stopped me. I was going down the street. And he said, your grandma been outside. She was hollering somebody. We got her back in the house and everything.
When was that, honey?
That was this year. I don't know exactly when. but
Early
he told
this
me
year?
They got her back in the house.
Mm.
So she came out. She was
Without
out
a
on the
walker?
porch. She didn't know. She They said somewhere up in there, sitting on the porch on the step. That's what they told me.
I wonder if that's the same day Grandma Zelma came over here and found her and had to get 2 men.
No, they said some kids saw her and they ran. I don't know what exact time. They said some kids were walking down the street, saw her, knew her, and went and got their father or somebody, and they came back and they brought her in here.
Oh,
That was their day. I came down the
But
street.
people so
Keith said she
sweet,
was
though.
calling my
Yeah.
name,
Yeah, they know.
and
and
Keith.
they
And they
know
know
her.
her, yeah, they
And
Robert
they
Thompson.
know her.
he
They
looks
don't
like,
try to take advantage of her.
Right.
They help her out. But that's rare for her to do something like that.
They said she did.
But one time she told me, because Grandma Zelma said she came over here, and Granny was outside on the porch, and she didn't want to go back in the house. And she said she went to get Mr. Reverend Green and somebody else. She had to get 2 men to help her get Granny in the house because Granny didn't have a walker. And she was fussing and fussing and fussing and didn't want to go in the house. You remember that? And then I said, Granny, well, what happened? What was you doing outside? I don't know. And I said, well, you know, because you didn't have your walker, so why was you doing it? And she said she was hollering for somebody to help her. And she kept saying, I said, hey. And so, man, this is what she said. She was in the chair, but she slipped or fell, and she slid to the floor or something. So she started crawling. And I said, why didn't you pick up the phone and call somebody? Remember I told you that? You got that bracelet on, that necklace or whatever, push the button. That's what you're supposed to do for 911. Remember? She said, but I didn't think of that. So anyway, she said she crawled outside the door to get somebody help. But somebody was walking by and she said, hey, and they waved at her. Because they thought she was just speaking.
hey.
And they thought she was just speaking. And I said, you should have said help. Instead of hey, you should have said help, right? And she said, well, I didn't think about that.
I didn't. Didn't I?
And then I said, she was just saying, I said, because you should have, whenever something like that happens, if you fall, get the phone and call 911 or push your little button on your bracelet. And you know, and the people will come on the phone and talk to you
She never did that.
and ask you, you know, if you need some help.
That's right. I did. That's right. That's very good.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because first she said she couldn't remember what happened. And then she said, I said, did you fall or something like that? She said she fell
It's like,
and crawled. And I said, well, why did you crawl out the door? She said, well, something just said, go that way. Do you remember that? Tell her that.
Yeah.
And my mind said, go that way. So that's why I went that way and crawled out the door and stayed out there until somebody came.
Yeah. I
It was
did.
twice that we.
I did.
I left. And,
That was a good thing.
Yeah, and then Grandma Zelma said she came over here and she tried to get you to go in the house and you didn't want to go. You
I
wanted to
didn't.
stay outside.
I did. I just want to stay out there a while.
You beat it tomorrow?
she told me this.
Allow me to wait.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
be there.
He may wait.
Tomorrow evening,
What time?
He let me stay out there.
oh, I could,
There ain't nothing the Lord can
see,
do.
I'm supposed
Nothing.
to at noon.
There ain't nothing you
Nothing.
can do.
Nothing.
But,
Nothing.
I had to go
There
to
ain't
the
nothing the Lord
Social
can
Security
do.
office
I
tomorrow.
don't have anything scheduled.
That's fine.
Well, okay, because I have already discussed it with Mom before she left.
Well, go ahead and do whatever you gotta do. I'll be here. We had 2 incidents that let us know that she can't stay by herself. We had
Can't make no, but they grown. But my mama can't. My mama can't do it. But they not her. They not hers. They not her responsibility. And she can't do nothing with her own. And the thing is that you gotta want to do it on your own. But when you have kids and they're minors, and you're responsible for them,
Right.
then do it.
Right.
That's it.
Watch that.
And it can be done. I'm just saying, don't you have the attitude oh, it's not gonna work, and they not able to, and don't think like that's what the devil wants you to do.
I get it.
You can't hold down that weight. You can't. That's a weight.
That God is using her to tell me, but
That's
I'm
a
not
weight.
receiving it because I'm sitting here still in doubt.
You can't.
Still stepping
Yeah,
on
you
faith.
can't. You can't. You can't. You cannot do that because
Some
you're not gonna be able
areas
to
you can
rise
be-
above. You're not gonna be able to rise above if you thinking you defeated before you even get started.
I've been talking to you till I'm blue in the face and didn't do any good.
That's
What?
a lot of good. A lot of good. I receive those things.
Okay.
I receive them.
But Gwen,
Well, I
what
understand.
you
It
say
takes-
about you
it
can do
takes time.
anything
You have
if
to
hurt your
make a
mind to it.
decision.
Anything you
I made a lot of
decide you want to
decisions,
do,
but I've
you
been
can
thinking
do
about
it.
other things.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All you got to do is
But
you
You
decide.
make the decision.
Not somebody. Don't let somebody else decide. You decide.
Right.
I want to do
Yeah,
something.
some do what she
If
does.
you want to do it,
Along
just
with-
do
Wait,
it.
wait. Let's have one
If
conversation.
you want to
It's
do it, you can
46,
do it.
channel 46.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to do what?
Anything you want to do and anything you can't do and you decide you want to do it, if you want to do it, you can do it.
Amen.
Don't tell me you can't do it.
All right.
I know you can do it.
All right.
That's right.
I know you can.
So what were you saying about how kids are being raised now and how they used to be raised?
What I said,
Mm-hmm.
people don't raise them. The grown folks in front of them don't raise them like they used to.
Yeah, how did they used to raise them?
They raise them to do what they want done, not what the kids want done, what they want done. And they done it.
That's right.
But now,
You can't whoop your children.
now, people bring kids up now. They don't whoop them. They don't make them do what they want to do.
They don't whoop them and they don't make them do what they want to
They
do.
don't make them do what they want done.
Mhm.
No,
I was okay,
they might tell them. That kid ain't gonna do what you want to do. It's got to know you want to do what they want anyhow. They got to know that you mean it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't you can't just tell them, I want you to do something. That's you holler, you won't. You ain't telling them you want to do it and make them do it. They tell me, I want you to do something. And ain't telling them just what you want. Shoot, people don't have no kid now. Just kids coming up in the houses.
That's
They just
it.
come up in.
Wow.
That's all do come in the houses. You don't raise them.
And one thing.
What should they be doing?
What?
What should they be doing?
Anything you think is nice for them to do, that's what you should be doing. What you tell them to do. And they shouldn't go and do what they want to do, because a kid don't know what he want. He don't know what he want.
You're right.
I know I'm right. I do. I do know I'm right. Sure I know.
You spread a rod and you burn the child.
Amen. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible told you to beat them.
That's right.
He
It's
said
in the Bible. He said beat them and they will not die.
They will.
Well,
They will
They
not.
won't.
That's it.
They won't. They won't die.
That's what's wrong with them today.
Huh?
The word.
That's what's wrong. They didn't get them whooping.
That's it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to deal with no consequences for their actions. They just kept on doing wrong, and then they.
Well, how do
Whatever.
we deal with this against the law to whoop the children now?
I don't care, cause I whoop them.
You just go to be in jail.
Whatever. Then they can just see what it's like to live on the other side when they don't have the benefits and the privileges that they have. You cannot let a child run over you. And the thing about the spankings and whooping them is there has to be a level of reverence and fear. Because if the child does not fear you, they're not going to fear the consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
And then they go just do whatever they want to do.
Now let's
If they
find
know
out
they
that-
have to, if they know that if they do something wrong, they're gonna be punished for it, then that's less likely that they go get into some mess because they don't want to have to deal with the punishment. Like the punishment has to be to the point of something that is negative to them that they don't want to have to deal with. Otherwise, they just go in whatever. You can tell them, like Granny said, you tell them you go whoop them, but if you don't do it,
That's right.
You know, that's what happens a lot of times. I'm gonna spank you, you threaten them,
Let's
but then
go
you don't
back
follow
to
Don't
through.
do it.
society
You don't follow
today
through.
Versus what we were taught, how we were raised, and how we were
We wouldn't disrespect our parents.
No, we wouldn't.
No, I'm scared to like my
But
mom.
today, when these kids go to school, they're taught right in the beginning.
But they need
If
to be
you
taught at
get
home.
beat, if your parents are putting their hands on you, you need to report it.
I don't care.
If you get a mark on you, you need to come to us and let us know what's going on in the home.
Well, they just gonna be marked up. If
Being-
they don't have to get any marks on
You're
them,
up on
then they don't need to do nothing
You're
wrong.
being put in jail for suspicion of abuse or neglect. And most of it's manipulation when they can't have their way. These kids are so smart; they know how to work the system better than
But you gotta work the kids.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You gotta
gotta work
jump
the
on
kids.
these
You
kids.
cannot let the kids
yeah.
have the upper hand. I do not care. And if them kids gotta go away, if they think that they gonna live with me and I'm gonna feed them and clothe them and take care of them, and they gonna say what they want to say and do what they want to do and be disrespectful to me, that ain't gonna be happening. And I'm gonna let them know it ain't gonna happen. And if I gotta beat their tails in order for it to get ingrained into their brains, then that's what I'm gonna do. But you cannot wait till they 15, 16, 17 and try and do. The Bible says train up a child in the way he should go. When they 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, you set the standards and you set the rules and you say, this is the way we gonna live in this house. And there are things that will not be tolerated and that are unacceptable.
Oh,
And
say
you
hi?
let, no, and you don't let them get away with it. Because if you do,
everything she's saying, but
I don't care. Just like, you know, look, it's like when Bill and I were raising Pooh, and Pooh was a handful. But we did not let him get away when he got a lot of whoopings.
Words that you choose.
Yeah, he
You
did.
can start out when they're a baby, whooping their butt, teaching them right from wrong. And at some point, when they get in the system, they get sharp, they get where they know how to manipulate the system, they turn it around on you. We got a lot of parents right today sitting in the county
But
jail
just like
right
the-
now.
but
for
just like-
abuse.
But just
Yeah,
like Granny
parents
said, they didn't
in
get
jail
trained.
because
Those
the
kids didn't get
refuse to
trained.
go to school. Parents can't pay the $100 and something
This was a
to
heavy
per day
conversation.
to keep their kid on ground. So they
But I'm
sitting
letting
in
you take
jail.
roll.
Or some saying I'd rather go sit in jail than to have to keep going through this.
Let them sit
Because
in
they
jail.
saying I abuse somebody.
Let
because I
them sit in
chose to
jail.
whoop
Let the kids sit in
then your
jail.
life
Let
is
the kids
thrown
go
away
to the
because
wherever.
you got a felony on your life because you chose to whoop your child's butt, discipline them. You told them the whole story, but somebody chose not to believe that you were telling the truth.
Well, I think
They
you gotta
believe
deal
the
with
child over
consequences.
you. The child's got more rights than the parent got right to.
No, we don't.
Yes, they do.
The child ain't got no more rights. You giving the child the rights.
And when they
Child,
took
there
the
ain't no
Bible
child
out
living
of
with me
the- out of the school,
gonna be doing
that
whatever
was
they
the
want
worst
to do.
thing they could
They're
ever
gonna have to
do.
get out.
You know, it's
They had the worst thing they should have never taken the corporal punishment
take
out of
one
the
of their
schools.
kids and get one that they got to raise and go through some things. They
That's
don't
part of
really
that
know.
mentality. I don't want nobody else whooping my kids.
No,
You know, when we grew
that's not
up,
my theory.
and when we grew up, I'm
What
just
they-
saying
but
taking
they
the corporal punishment out of the classroom. I believe in corporal punishment because that's why we didn't have unruly schools like they have today.
Right.
Because that goes back to that fear and respect of authority. That is the whole premise and the basis for what's going on in the world today with these young folks. They don't have the respect for authority and they don't have the fear, you know, and the reverence that they should have for their elders, period.
Just
For their
remember how
elders.
fear goes
But that has to start at
in
home.
society today.
Has to.
Fear is quoted as if you put fear in a child, then the child should report you to the law. Because kids shouldn't live
But
in
if it's
fear.
the right kind of fear, not a fear that they go kill them.
But they turn that fear around now. They
But I'm
they
just
down.
saying, let's not make any excuses because really the bottom line is this. It's the bottom line and it's according to the word. If you do these things, these are the types of results you get. If you do those things, then those are the types of results you're going to get. And nothing's going to be perfect, but all you got to do is trust in God and believe and follow it. You know, and follow it. And you will go, and you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. But whatever mistakes have happened in the past, that's in the past. The only thing you can do is deal with the future. How are you going to handle it from here on out? How are you going to handle it from here on out? So the main thing that you have to say is, I got to get a plan together. I got to get a plan. I got to get some help. My kids need help. I need help. So I can help my kids. What is it going to take and what's available to me to help me get on the right track, to help my children get on the right track?
You gotta keep in mind, at the age of 18, now a kid is able to make that decision whether they
Well,
want
then,
that help or want
then
that
you
person
help
in
them
the
make that
household or
decision.
not.
You help them make that decision by placing them in a position where they can get the information, by taking them to where they need to go, in order to sign up for different programs, right, to get the assistance. And then lead them and guide them. They just need guidance. They just need guidance. They need guidance and they need direction. And that guidance and direction is not going to come to them automatically. Ding, a bell is going to go off in their head and they're automatically going to know what to do. Somebody's going to have to teach them, lead them, guide them. I wrote a song several years ago called Train a Child, because somebody has to guide them in the right direction, and somebody needs to keep them in their safe protection. And that somebody got to be who? You, me, and everybody else that's in a position of authority.
I wish I could say that was so simple. It's easy said and hard done.
But you got to do
The
it.
reality of it
It's
is,
not. I didn't say it was gonna be
I didn't
easy.
go through that with my first child.
I know.
My second one, them twins is a handful.
You know.
And I know what the word
Everybody
says.
gotta
I've
read
been
what they
raised by the word. I was raised the way you say your guidelines.
Right.
But
But then
now,
how did
in
you
the
use
year
the same guidelines for your
2006,
kids?
You dealing with a whole new ball game. The Bible's gone. You can't even.
The Bible ain't gone now, Claudia. Don't say the Bible's gone.
They
It's
took
gone
Bible
out
of
of the school.
But who's responsible? Too much responsibility is put on the schools. Your kids need to be set in a foundation at home way before they went to school. That's the problem with what's
We
going on
started
now.
the foundation. They
Okay.
had a good foundation. It wasn't until
I'm
we
just
hit
talking
the
about
east side.
particularly your kids. I mean kids in
I know
general.
what you're saying.
I'm just saying
But
at home you gotta teach your kids to respect the teachers, respect authority.
It
You
wasn't
gotta
until
teach
we
your
came
kids
on this east
to do
side
what?
that we ran into all.
It's not regional. It's not regional. This is going on all around the world.
Yes, it is.
And not really
I
particular
think-
all around the world, in America specifically,
But in
with
our
black
case,
youth.
it was when we came on this side of the town, we crossed all these bridges.
All I'm saying is, if you know better, then you'll do better. Some people don't know better, and some kids don't know better. They don't know they're not supposed to steal. And you have to stop them and say, look, this is wrong. Do not do that, and tell them why. And then go for it. And then they may not ever do it again. Somebody has to tell them these are the guidelines, these are the rules. If you don't obey the guidelines and the rules, and you cross over this line, you got to deal with the consequences. And the consequences might be a whole bunch of things. It doesn't have to necessarily be a whooping. Consequences might be jail, or consequences might be you lose your life. But they need to know that there are consequences for everything you do. You reap what you sow.
Some of these kids.
You reap
go
what you
all
sow.
like
You
that,
sow.
they
You
get
can
them
sow
in
as
there.
many
They
a
don't care
bad
if they go
seeds
to
as
jail,
you
they
want
don't care if
to.
they go to
You're
prison.
gonna have to rip them. They might not
They
care.
will tell you they don't care.
They don't care because
They
they don't
like
know any
whatever.
better. They don't know. If they knew that they were gonna be locked up in an 8x10 cell,
Those
They-
my concept of thinking too. But
so you know what?
that ain't
Those kids really need to do. You know how they show like on Judge Hatchet and those judge shows where they send them to the boot camps or take them places for people to influence them.
We went through that. We
You went
had
to boot
tell
camp?
the judge they had. We've been through boot camp.
When?
Ask your mom about it. We went through boot camp a
For how
couple
long?
times. Up until they turned 18.
From
We
what?
went to-
When?
my
They didn't
son-
stay in there any time. That couldn't have possibly stayed in it any time,
They
length
did
of
too go to
time.
boot camp.
How long?
They went as long as they kept them in there.
That ain't telling me nothing,
I don't
Claudine.
recall
A
how
week,
long
a
it
day,
was,
a
but
month,
they were
a year.
We
You
went
know.
to boot camp a couple of times.
Okay. Anyway, my point is, it's not too late. Hopefully, it's not too late. I don't believe that it's too late.
You know
I don't-
what they did on their 18th
I don't-
birthday?
I don't
They
believe
put
that
them
it's
in
too
the
late.
county jail for 3 days.
For what?
Both of them.
What did they do?
Because they would not follow the guidelines.
Okay, that's my point. You got to deal with the consequences. If you don't follow, they keep bumping their heads up against the wall. They gonna either end up getting killed, or somebody gonna kill them, or something really, really bad's gonna happen, or go to prison for the rest of their lives. So they have to deal with the consequences, and they can continue going on that road to destruction if they want to. Or you can show them, look at the wonderful, marvelous things that could happen to you in life if you follow this road. Get off the road you're on. You're on the road to destruction. But somebody got to tell them, look, this is the road to destruction. Let me show you this new road. This new road can lead you to a more abundant and prosperous life. But you got to change your mind and you got to change your behavior. But get on the road. Even if you're doing this other behavior, just get on this road. Travel it for a while.
We told them all of that.
Okay, don't stop telling them. Don't say past tense. Tell them now.
We still
Tell them
tell
right now where you are. Stop doing what you're doing. Walk this way. Follow me. Follow me. Go.
It's easy said.
No.
That's
See,
all
you
I
cannot
can
have
say.
the attitude that's past tense. We're talking about the future.
Even in the future.
No, don't say even in the future. Because
Okay.
you cutting off the blessing. You saying you're not gonna be blessed in the future because of everything you did in your past. Because you acted ugly in your past, you're not gonna be blessed in the future because you ain't gonna act right in the future. You don't know what it's gonna take, what kind of catalyst it's gonna take to click and set in to get them to change their behavior. You have people who were mass murderers. Okay? And God changed them and quickened them, and they became Christians and started preaching the gospel and got souls saved. Look at Saul Paul. So you don't know, hated Christians.
Yes, kill them.
Yeah.
Put them in jail.
So you don't know what God can do. You know that there needs to be some divine intervention. And if there's not, it's just going to be total destruction. It's going to be continuous of destruction. The only thing that's going to change them is some divine intervention, but you also got to give them some guidance. And I guarantee you, I know, I see, I have hope and I have faith. I see in those boys. They want to do right. They need some guidance. They need some help. So
Yeah, I
all
believe
I'm
that.
saying is, before you give up, you don't give up before you start. Don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Believe that they can do it, and usher them, and give them a little push. Go this way. Go in this direction, and God will work with you if you work with Him. He will. It can be done, and you cannot sit back and say, "That's not possible," because in the past we did this, we did that. That's the past. We ain't talking about the past. We're talking about the future. Future, everything's gonna change, but it's up to us to make a decision. You know, to make a decision that we ain't gonna think about the past. We're gonna try and do everything we can to be the best we can, right? In the future, do the best we can.
That's what Granny says. Right, Granny?
Huh?
Do the best you can.
Do what he said.
Do it.
And do what she said.
Do the best you can. That's right. And that's it. Do the best you can. That's all you can do, Claudia.
That's all. That's all
I've
it
been doing
is.
the best I can. All I can.
That's right.
I've checked into every program they have to offer. I've talked to every counselor.
That's past tense.
Every caseworker.
You talking past
that they
tense.
put
Now you
in
got
front
to go back into
Yeah,
to
do it
future
again.
tense.
No,
Do
that's
it
the
again.
present. This
Do
is
it.
the present.
Do it again. When? Since yesterday?
It was this past month. I went down and talked to some caseworkers, talked to different people.
What you tell them?
We got them in a new program.
What
What
kind of
happened?
program?
The new program, they put them into a different program in the school system there where they have a counselor they can go meet with and talk with.
At
About
school?
the problem right before they have a reaction to decide that they're going to take matters
They
in their own
decide
hands
when they
to
go
fight.
see the counselor, or do they have
No.
appointments?
They can go anytime. They don't have to go to class. Go to the counselor, talk to the counselor about what's going on.
Okay.
They have a good principal right now. He's a God friend. A God.
Where's he? Where's the school at?
Seawork.
Oh, that's where
Andre goes to school.
Yes.
They supposed to go the same time he go.
No, they're in a different program now. One of them's actually in a program with him now at the same school. The other one's still at another campus.
Oh, okay.
They offering them all those things, but you got to keep in mind.
Well, then I need to take him to school when I take Andre to school.
We
Yeah.
scream to the top of our lungs. Get up. Let's go to school this morning. I wish
Scream.
your mother was here.
Huh?
I wish she was here.
Oh.
So she'd tell you the
What
things
she
that
did.
we go through every morning.
Meanwhile,
You know,
right?
you've been
I got the
there.
video camera, Granny.
You
I
see me
know.
go
I'm just
up to the
taping you,
school.
lady, that's all.
You see me talk to different
I
people.
did.
You seen
Yeah.
the challenge I've been in.
Yeah.
You see my
Yeah,
kids
I
be
see
Oh, I
disrespectful
can imagine
and
what a
go
challenge.
on and on about what they're gonna do. I've even talked to people that told me the opposite side of what I didn't know they were saying.
But
They know how to turn everything around to make it sound like they're the person that's right.
But you know, the only thing I can see out of the situation, we got to figure out what to do now.
That's
where
right.
I'm
All that
at.
other
That's
stuff
where
is
I'm at.
gone to under the bridge.
They
That's right.
refuse
It
to go
is.
to
We
school
do
unless
now.
they
Now. She talking about now.
I know all these things that
I don't
she's
think
telling
that
me.
they said they got to be willing to participate.
You can force them to go, but you get them into school, and what have I had to go through?
Well, yeah, I understand that.
You
part,
understand what I went through?
but- Yeah, well, they
Got 'em
leave
there, didn't
school, leave school, ditch school, won't go. Get in
Teachers
trouble.
call, try to leave in the car
Granny,
with
what you
someone
say?
else.
What
She's-
you
No,
say, Miss Loretta?
Leave school
What
or
no?
dis-
What you say? What was your conclusion? What you gonna do now?
Oh yeah. What you gonna do now? Yeah, that was what I
What you
said.
gonna do when?
We went there.
And then Granny said, do the best you can.
Yeah, but they were there.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand
That's right.
100%.
I just get
That's
feel
her
like
theory.
something gotta be done.
We missing something. That's what.
Yeah,
That's
something
all.
gotta be
That's
done.
the main thing.
God is
I'm
missing.
something.
God, the fear of God and the reverence for authority is what's missing.
They have to
And
let
also there's some
God the way they
nurturing,
seek
some
it, God.
nurturing that's missing.
They've
What
had
is?
nurturement. They've had all the nurturement you could give a person.
No, don't say that, Claudia.
I'm not
because
saying that
everybody
you
didn't
can't
always have
continue
it.
to get it, but they've had the best of everything that a person can offer.
They haven't
Me as
had
a
the
person
best of everything. Now don't say they had the
that
best
I
of
can
everything.
offer in my situation.
Okay,
I've
well
done
maybe
the best
some
I
you got,
can.
but the point I'm just trying to say, you can't do it all. So you have to go out and find out where the resources are, so that you can take advantage of that. Because obviously you can't do it all by yourself.
We
So
have.
don't even try, because you just go wear yourself out.
Well, just remember this: we have to seek the resources to get the help we need.
Keep
the
on
problem
seeking.
is keeping them there.
Yeah. What you got to say, Grant?
How many times have we went up to the school? How many times do our father had everything that's said
Oh,
and done?
You listening,
I'm
Granny?
there every minute I can be there.
I hear
I'm
you.
there more than most people because I'm out of my bed at 1 o'clock in the morning seeing what's going on. In the middle of the night, I'm up. Half the time, I don't even go to bed.
Granny, Granny, turn around.
What you doing at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Hey, what?
Granny, haven't you seen me leave out of here in the middle of the night to go see what them kids is doing?
Oh, well, yeah, I seen you do it.
You
So
see me
what?
get up early in the
This is so
morning
much.
to go get them out of
I
trouble.
ain't gonna say it.
Well,
You watched.
huh?
You watched me get up.
But you
there.
gotta be with them now. You can't just let them just do what they want to do and go where they want to go.
I have been with them.
But she be with him. She leaves here with him. So she must be with him. Well,
But anyway,
That's
Claudia, I ain't worried about none of
being
that.
with them. It was being around like 24 hours, but not 24
No,
hours.
you
But
you
like,
can't be with them
when they
24
come in
hours.
from school and whatever.
I'm not
This-
there right now, but
Right,
this is
but
the
that's-
first
that's-
time
that's,
ever I have
The
not been there.
camcorder I got
But you
going
know what?
on.
But before now, I was
Yeah.
always there.
See
Huh?
Granny on the
Like
screen. I
it's
told
somebody
Granny.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't
Let
worried
me
about
get you.
that.
Say hi to everybody.
I'm just concerned.
She
about
said,
that.
I think that'd be great.
I got
I
it.
got to change it.
Yeah,
It
I'm
got to
just
turn
concerned
around.
about
It
you.
can't keep being the
Yeah,
same.
because it's it's
I
no good.
understand it. But my concept of it is, what is we gonna do now to make a change? What can I do now to
Yeah.
make a change?
So okay, one of the things.
I went by the guidelines of what they tell you by law. I went as far as I know spiritually by giving it to God. Now, what?
I had on this big old hot sweater. I took it off.
Really, Clark, I think you need to be over there with them.
Yeah.
You need to be with them more than you are now.
I know that. I realize that, but then I also realize
That's a start.
this situation.
That's a start.
I know I need to be at home
You
seeing
need to
about
be
my
with
kids,
them more. That'd be a start.
but I also needed to get away from the situation because it got out of control.
No,
You
gotta try and find a way to get it back in control.
Getting away from that.
Yeah, I had to get
They let
myself
you
away
run.
from
They
it.
run you off. Huh?
You got to protect yourself.
I know, but
That's
you know, but
That's
you
why they
gotta.
got to go somewhere.
Then they need to go
John's
somewhere.
not gonna lose her life over no kids.
Well, I know.
That's the
Well,
bottom
that's where they
line.
need to.
We gave ourselves a break away from it.
Mm.
When you say I can live alone and you still causing problems and you are alone, then it's just you.
This is Jane. Give me a call when you get
But
this
see,
message, please.
y'all ain't.
Thank you.
Okay, well, it's more to it than that. I know
A
what
lot
you're saying.
more, a whole lot.
I know, Claudine, but the point of it is, just
I remove
listen.
runaways.
Just listen.
I mean, I did.
You
I've
can't
seen-
run
I'm in
away
2
from it.
households
If anything,
basically.
if anybody be leaving, if it was up to me and it was my place, anybody be leaving, it'd be them.
The kids.
Yeah, that's
It
It'd be
wouldn't
the
be me.
kids.
It
How are
wouldn't
you,
be
you,
me.
Yeah, you don't let them run them out you out of
No,
your
you let
house.
them run you out of your house.
You can't do
Run
that.
them
You
out.
can't let
Kick
them.
them out. Make them.
But if
find
not
other
even not
places
kicking them
to
out, you got to seek whatever it is.
They need
if
help.
if they need help, you got to,
stay. You got to go.
because those are your kids. And that's what you do for your kids. You do everything you can. That's what you do. That's what I was taught to do. My parents did everything they could for me. That's how I have to bring it back to that. That means that's my raising.
And what you do is for their good. I know it might hurt you.
It hurts,
And you
yeah.
think, but you got to show some tough love.
You got to. You can't let them run over you. You can't let them run over you. Because all kids need guidance. They want to be told what to do. They want to. They want somebody to guide them. And they'll go completely crazy if nobody does. What you say, Granny?
I like it. I ain't said nothing.
He talked to you one thing today.
No, ma'am.
Okay, now,
Okay.
when I get ready to go home, who's gonna step in and fill in this gap?
Now, are you speaking of someone staying here with Granny?
Yes.
Somebody needs to.
Round the clock. Now, when I go home to try to clean my home up, to get my house in order, who's gonna step up and fill in this gap? That's what I wanna know.
Granny said, Lord, make a way.
Huh?
I said, Granny said the Lord will make a way.
Oh.
Well, I understand what you were saying.
I'm not here
right
because
now.
I chose to be
understand
here. I was
that.
led here by the Spirit. Not only by the Spirit, my husband brought me here and told me to come here. I didn't just decide, hey, I'm getting up going to our house. I don't want to deal with all these problems. I'm running. I didn't decide none of this. I know the word. I've been taught the word. I've been taught guidance. I've been counseled. I've been a counselor. I know all of this stuff.
Hey, Mom, this is
Now,
But the
Jay.
problem
You're
is,
able to call me. Call
when
me
you're
back.
at the end of your rope, the only thing you can do is give it to God.
Well, maybe-
Give it to God, but also do the right thing by
I'm doing
seeking
the right
out,
thing.
seeking help.
Yeah,
I'm doing the right
we're
thing.
not beating you down. None of them. We all love you.
Out of love,
We
out
all
of love.
you. So like I said, that's their relatives. They blood too.
Right.
And so we're not beating you down. So don't you feel bad. We're just
Yeah,
trying to-
don't, please.
Just talking things out. We're trying to help you to do what you have to do. But we all love and concerned about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been here so long working, y'all seem like my family. to me.
Mm-hmm.
You really do. Seem like
And
my
you tell
family.
me what I'm gonna do with some kids that's out of control, that's visually impaired.
First of all, I think a lot of the problem is that because they're visually impaired.
That
I
could
think
be a lot of
their
that anger.
frustration-
You know, you talk about
I
the
think it's
anger
a lot
that
of
they
that
have
anger.
because
there's
of that.
nothing I can do right now.
No, nothing
that
you can do.
technology can do.
Yeah, wait a minute now. You haven't
to
even
change
taken.
this.
You
Yes,
gotta
I
take them
have.
to
Right
the
now,
doctor.
I have.
You gotta take when?
I've been seeking doctors ever since my kids were sick.
No, I'm talking about lately, Claudia. I ain't
I've
talking
seek
about.
doctors since then. Every time they get a new doctor, somebody that comes from out
I
of
mean,
state,
when was
they
the last
contact
time? That's my
Well,
man.
they have advanced
me. It was this year.
medicine and
Yeah,
We
there's
just
advanced.
had
advanced
glasses redone.
Okay.
I did all that
Okay,
they have
when
to
was
offer
the last
no
time
problem.
you didn't answer my question?
What date? It was right before school started.
What they do?
Made some glasses to help.
Okay, and just like I tell them every time I see them, because one of them
They don't have
AJ,
anything.
look at my glasses. That's fine, but do you see, when you see me, what do you see on my face every time you see me? Glasses. Why? Because I need them to help improve my sight and my vision. Why are you not wearing your glasses every time I see you? It's that important. You have to practice it every day. I don't walk out of the house without no glasses on my face, because I know I need them. I can see, but I can see a lot better if I put these glasses on my eyes. And
Some
so
basic
that's that.
skills. It's
But-
not that you don't
but
have
they-
the knowledge to know to use them. It's just
But you know
that
what?
you're turning
And I'm
from
gonna go to the
principle
doctor,
in your
just like I
life
go to the
versus
doctor.
turning.
Doc, what can I do to help improve my vision? I don't know if this prescription is right. What's available? I even looked into laser surgery, too. I was watching Oprah one day, and they were showing. I told you and John about this too. They were showing technology has advanced so much. There were people who were blind, and they were giving them sight. They were all kind of technologies they had on
They
Oprah.
do. Yeah.
Had all kind
Remember I
of
was talking about that yesterday
blind
and
people
stuff.
were
With the, you know,
good
yeah.
see,
Yeah,
and
I
we're
I
blind.
watch those programs just like everybody else do. When somebody tell me,
Find out who's that
I
doctor
see.
who's that doctor that helps
That's
that
you find
blind
out.
woman to have sight, completely blind, not just partially
Really?
blind. That's the ones we need to go check into. What's available to help these kids so that it'll help build up their self-esteem, build up their self-worth, and to take away all of that anxiety and animosity and that anger and resentment that they have, and that they are lashing out against each other.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm leaving tomorrow, Granny.
Oh, I thought you said
Living
in
for
the weekend.
what?
Back to Brooklyn.
That way, who child is you?
Dub.
Oh, is you Deb child?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. That's who come with you.
Me by myself.
Did you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you going back tomorrow?
Yeah, I gotta go back tomorrow. I gotta go back to the husband and the kids.
She lived in
Huh?
South
Oh,
Carolina.
yeah. How many kids you got?
3.
South Carolina.
Oh, have you?
3 boys, Granny.
Boys.
3 boys, Granny.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something?
Yes, it is.
That is something.
3 boys.
You had 3 boys.
Uh-huh.
I got 3 boys.
Yes, she had.
I got 4 boys. I got a husband too.
Yeah, you have. That's all right.
Yeah, he's more of the kid than the kid sometimes, Granny.
I bet so.
You know.
I know it do. I know it. Yeah.
Nuts.
Well, I be though. Good thing don't come to those who wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Good thing, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't heard that in a long time.
What?
Good thing come to those who wait.
Yeah.
Yes,
they
ma'am.
do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Good thing don't come to those who wait.
Well, I really had a nice visit, Granny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Always good to see you.
I guess so. We always be here as a boy, don't we?
I guess so.
I'm more.
How old are you?
Huh?
You want to tell me for the record, how old are you?
103.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a long way.
It is, Granny. It is.
A long way.
It is, Granny.
My
Yeah, you come a
God.
long way.
Y'all better keep coming.
All
Better
right.
keep it coming.
Keep it coming, huh?
Yeah, better keep it coming.
Yeah. How do you live to get 103, Granny?
How'd I live?
Yeah.
I always try to do best good.
Do the
Yeah,
best you
that's
can,
good.
huh, Granny?
Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, and then that's good.
Doing the best you can.
I think the Lord for it though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it. I done pretty good.
You done all right.
Yeah, I did. I can't say nothing about it.
Made it to 103. Something. You got to be doing something right.
Sure is.
And still
Yeah.
in your right mind?
You sure is got to be doing something right. And ain't stepping in your church on the boy neither.
What?
I said, sure is got to be doing something right. And it ain't just stepping in your church on the boy.
Whenever you want to.
Just not stepping in your tracks.
Yeah. I said you don't step in the church just one by one.
Don't step in the church just one by one.
Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Doing something more than just that.
Do the best you can.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm doing. Do the best you
I
can.
don't know.
Yeah,
This is the first time he did this, and I'm not exactly sure that he's even on the job. To know the truth, I'm just going according to what he told me. If somebody tell you something, you got to have a little faith in them. I hope that they're doing what they said they were.
What you doing?
For me,
Yeah.
I have a camcorder and I am taping you.
Taping me.
Yes, ma'am.
Grandma's
I know you want to say something. Look at it.
I know you do. I know you do.
You want to say something so smart. It's all right, but you know what?
I sure do.
I know you do.
I sure do.
You thinking of something to
I
say?
sure do.
Yeah, but Granny, I just want to get this, because you're a piece of history here,
Oh, yeah, I guess.
and I want to get it on
All
tape.
right,
It's-
all right.
That's okay, right?
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Do the best you can.
Do the best you
It's the
can.
people
Yeah,
that
do
aren't
the best
there that
you
come long
Okay.
enough to say what they got to say and have this big theory of all this stuff that ain't never around, that only pops in and out, that can make you feel so small and try to tear your little self-esteem down,
Don't let him
or
do
try
it.
to make you feel like
All
you
right.
ain't done enough and you done did for yourself. You know what? How would you feel if you done all you know to help and